What if I told you a man who preached peace, unity, and love was killed in cold blood because of who his killers thought he was? This is not just a story of a legend. This is a story of misunderstanding, violence, and a deeper problem still haunting South Africa today. Lucky Dube wasn't just a reggae artist. He was a voice of truth, a messenger of unity. While many associate reggae with smoking ganja, Lucky Dube stood apart. He never smoked. He never drank. He never used drugs. Not because he couldn't, but because he chose to be an example. An example for his children. An example for the youth. An example for Africa. Through his music, he spread the core message of Rastafari. Righteousness, consciousness, togetherness, oneness. He believed you didn't need substances to live a conscious life. Lucky Dube used his voice as a weapon, not for violence, but for peaceful resistance. He spoke against racial discrimination, war, crime. His songs echoed across continents, uniting people beyond borders, beyond race, beyond nationality. But tragically, it was nationality that would be tied to his death. The 18th of October, 2007, a normal evening in Rosettenville, Johannesburg. Lucky Dube had just dropped off 2 of his children at their uncle's house. He got back into his Chrysler 300C, unaware that he was being watched. 3 men were hunting that night, not for a person, but for a car. A luxury vehicle, a Chrysler 300C. Moments later, gunshots shattered the silence. Right there, Lucky Dube was shot and killed. He was just 43 years old. At first, it looked like just another carjacking. But what investigators uncovered made the story even more disturbing. The killers didn't know it was Lucky Dube. They weren't targeting a celebrity. They were targeting the car. Fingerprints matched. Confessions followed. One of the attackers admitted he panicked, thinking Dube was reaching for a gun, but he was only reaching for his keys. And then came the most shocking revelation. When asked why they did it, they said, "We thought he was a Nigerian." Can you believe that? In 2009, all 3 men were convicted, charged with murder, attempted robbery, illegal possession of firearms. They were sentenced to life in prison. Justice was served, but the question remains. Was this just a robbery gone wrong, or was it part of something deeper? Because in South Africa, this wasn't an isolated mindset. Foreign nationals, especially Africans from other countries, have often been targets of violence, blamed, attacked, killed, sometimes simply for being different, or for being mistaken for something they are not. Lucky Dube stood for unity across Africa, but his death exposed a painful divide. A divide that still exists today. In the next video, we go deeper into the dark reality of xenophobia in South Africa. The attacks, the killings, and the untold stories of Africans turning against Africans. If you believe Africa should stand together as one, hit a like, share this story, and subscribe. Because some stories are not just history, they are warnings.